for pride and champions gain. Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC, for city we can play. Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC, God shine His face on me. Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC, now on to victory.
And welcoming Ziggy into the stadium tonight. And now, for tonight's Switchbacks FC starting lineup, number 15, Andre Rawls. Number 44, Jordan Birch. Number 28, Chris Reeves. Number 8, Savannah Jackson. Number 3, Ish Jones. Number 6, Ronnie Argueta. Number 22, Jordan Schweitzer. Number 23, Shane Malcolm. Number 17, Austin Dewey. Number 11, Saeed Robinson. Number 10, Mike Sick. The Switchbacks are coached by interim head coach Will Harris, along with Bulls and coach Trey Harrington.
For the first time in 3 weeks, Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC returns home, where they'll take on conference-leading Phoenix Rising FC. And the task at hand, quite simple, and the longest winning streak in the history of American soccer. Good evening and welcome to Widener Field. Alongside Roland Vargas, I'm Ryan Kaufman. And Roland, I wouldn't presume to put any streak up against 16, but Switchbacks unbeaten their last 4 at home. They much rather play this team in front of their home fans.
Yeah, they certainly would. We'll talk about the result. They got down in the Valley of the Sun, but for the Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC being here in Colorado Springs, that's going to be a boost for them.
Well, let's talk about that previous matchup. It was way back in March. Before this whole streak, it was a 2-2 draw, but it should give the Switchbacks a little bit of confidence because the personnel remains about the same.
Yeah, it certainly should. Being able to score 2 goals in Phoenix is huge for the Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC. They'll look to build off that, and they'll look to slow down one of the best players in the entire USL Championship.
Yeah, when you're one of the best teams teams in the league. You have one of the best players in the league. He might be the best, Solomon Asante.
Yeah, Solomon Asante is different class, leading goal scorer in the USL Championship. He gets forward, he bangs and goals for fun. He links the play. He's going to be the key man for the Phoenix Rising tonight.
And for Switchbacks FC, I don't know what it is about the dog days of summer, but they certainly bring out the best in Saeed Robinson.
Yeah, this is a tremendous goal that Saeed Robinson scored. He did really well on the road. Saeed Robinson, he's been getting forward, he's been scoring goals. The Switchbacks are going to have to use him if they're going to get on the board this evening.
Well, no team in this country has won 16 matches in a row. The Switchbacks look at it like they could be the first team to end a 16-match winning streak. Starting lineups and kickoff are next.
Colorado is famous for craft beers, and Fox 21 wants to help you find a new favorite. Presenting the Colorado Springs On-Tap Craft Beer Passport. For just $24.99, enjoy a flight of beers from each participating brewery. Just go to fox21news.com, click on Community, click on Deals, and purchase your craft beer passport. The Colorado Springs On-Tap Craft Beer Passport. Buy yours today.
And we welcome you back to Widener Field, where we are moments away from kickoff between Colorado Springs and Phoenix. As you see, our Children's Hospital of Colorado player walkout, a big match for Switchbacks FC, trying to be the team that finally stops the Phoenix winning streak. Let's see how Phoenix Rising lines up. In goal tonight will be Zach Lubin, 11 clean sheets, leads the USL. You have Corey Whelan making his debut, or his first start, I should say, with Phoenix. And then we talked about Solomon Asante, leads the league not only in goals with 19, but assists as well with 13. He is just a flat playmaker. And for Colorado Springs, welcome back Andre Rawls. Has spent some time with the Colorado Rapids at MLS. Now he's back and gets a start in goal. Captain Jordan Burt, team's leading goal scorer, anchors the back line. You had Saeed Robinson, who scored the only Switchbacks goal against Fresno, and Mike Seth, the former Phoenix player, up top. Roland, what do we got for the keys to the match?
Yeah, they got to feed the three-headed monster. We'll talk about them going up top. Phoenix Rising so dangerous. Got to get their legs back. A short turnaround for them after playing in the Great Pacific Northwest. And when they win the possession battle, they win the game. And for the Colorado Springs Switchbacks FCs, we get a good look there at Ronnie Argueta and Jamal Jack. They have to slow Phoenix down, get it amongst this team, get them off the ball. Holler back to March. We talked about March, what they were able to do down in the Valley of the Sun, and they got to use the home cooking as they always do here at Widener Field.
Well, we are moments away from kickoff. Switchbacks FC trying to make a little history of their own. No team in the American soccer has won 16 matches in a row. That means no team has ended a 16-match winning streak as we get this one underway. Shane Malcolm will play it back to Jordan Burt wearing the captain's armband as he has all season long. Now Andre Rawls back in goal for Switchbacks FC, sends this one downfield. Saeed Robinson heads it out wide. Now Switchbacks FC looks to turn it up the field here against Phoenix. Ball played down to Robinson. He'll send this one into the box. Mike Seth with the first touch, but unable to corral it As now Lubin tosses it far downfield. That one goes out for a Switchbacks throw-in.
Good chance for the Colorado Springs Switchbacks FCs. You get a look there at the captain, Jordan Burt.
Burt with the throw-in here on the near side. Long toss looking for Mike Seth. That one ricochets off of the two gentlemen's heads that were involved in that play. Ends up going out. And it will be a throw-in now for Phoenix.
Amadou Dia going to take this for the visitors. What a good chance that was for the Switchbacks FC. Just 30 seconds gone. Mike Seth found himself in a good position in between the Phoenix center backs in the box. Just wasn't able to bring that ball under his spell, but a good early attack for Colorado Springs. And as you said, Phoenix is going to take their time with this throw-in before we're back underway.
Jordan Schweitzer steps in front. Now Ronnie Argueta taps it to Shane Malcolm. Malcolm recently receiving a call-up from the Guam national team. He will play with that team in September. Abdul Guadabaye, also a member of the Switchbacks, getting a call-up to the Rwandan national team as they try to qualify for the next round of the World Cup. As we take a look at our referee tonight, he is Brad Jensen. He'll be assisted by Jacob Harold and Bavik Dut. And then the fourth official tonight is Bradley Miller. A couple minutes into this one, neither team has had a chance to test the goalkeeper. As this one goes out, another throw-in coming for Switchbacks FC. Jordan Burt throws this one in again, looking for Seth. He heads it towards the middle of the field. Argueta can't quite get there, and Phoenix will control for the moment anyway. Now they take full possession at midfield. Now Phoenix playing the ball back. Cochran with it. Now up on the near side with it is Flemings. This one sent in. Jamal Jack steps in front with the chest, sends it back the other way, headed by Phoenix. Now is Jome getting in the play, trying to take it away. Now Phoenix will break back the other direction. They play a ball through. Shot save made by Rawls. Headed away by Switchbacks FC. Can't quite clear it all the way. Flemings working on Burt. Great job by Jordan Burt to stifle that play.
Yeah, it was a good save. It was John Baccaro breaking through for Phoenix Rising, going for the far post. That's easy for Andre Rawls.
So Andre Rawls up to the task. First couple of shots on goal as we take a look at that sequence again. Good ball through by Phoenix, but a great job by Andre Rawls.
Yeah, good job running the channel by John Baccaro. Takes that first time strike. Good save from Rawls, as you said, and then collected well on the second one. Mike Seth leading the line there for the Switchbacks, earns his team a throw-in.
Malcolm will throw this in to Jordan Burt. Back to Malcolm, now to the middle for Ronnie Argueta. Now to Jordan Schweitzer. Malcolm. Chris Reeves. Now out wide-ish, Jome likes to get into the run of play. Now he'll bring it through. Phoenix comes in, help defending to get that ball off of Jome's foot. And now Phoenix will start back the other direction. Phoenix quickly breaking. They'll try to play another ball through. Great defending, but right to a Phoenix player who puts it into the back of the net. Jose Ajinaga finds the back of the net, and Phoenix on the road has taken a 1-0 lead.
Yeah, so unlucky for the Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC. Jordan Burt comes sliding across, as we see there, the Oakwood Homes goal. First goal of the game from Phoenix Rising. Jordan Burt made the challenge. That ball fell into a perfect area, and it's 1-0 to the visitors here early on inside 5 minutes.
As we take a look at this again, good ball and good defending there, but it right to Ajinaga, and he is able to beat Andre Rawls. That'll be Ajinaga's second goal of the season. And that is not the way you wanted to open up this match if you are Switchbacks FC.
And so unlucky for the home side. Jordan Burt, as you said, sliding across from that right back position, made a good challenge. That ball just fell into such a deadly area. Andre Rawls had no chance on that one. Anji Naga, cool, composed, just passed that ball into the net, and 1-0 for the visitors.
Now Switchbacks FC will have to chase this match. Not an ideal scenario going up against a team that are winners of their last 16. No draws in there. All 3 points every single night out. For Phoenix Rising FC has been a remarkable run for this team that looks to get back to the USL Championship. Now Jordan Burt plays it to Ronnie Argueta. Argueta long ball looking far side, headed away by Phoenix, goes right to Saeed Robinson. And Brad Jensen blows the whistle. Quite unfortunate there for Switchbacks FC. Saeed Robinson is perplexed, to say the least.
Yeah, the Switchbacks had an odd number break. As you said, just going up for that header, referee deemed it to be a foul. And Phoenix now playing out of the back, Switchbacks pressing high, try to break up the rhythm of the visitors. They'll be able to just keep possession of the ball and reach inside the Switchbacks half. Good press forward there from Jordan Burt.
Good defending as well by the captain, working on Junior Fleming. Some of the Phoenix fans that have made the trip up not okay with the lack of a foul call there, as we take a look at Rick Shands. He is the head coach for Phoenix Rising, and what a remarkable story he is. But first, Phoenix will light the back of the goal again.
Solomon Asante with that goal. The captain goes over to celebrate with the visiting fans, gives them a hug. That's the man we highlighted in the pregame show. Just far too dangerous to give that kind of space. He goes in behind the Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC defense, beats Andre Rawls 2-0 for the visitors from Phoenix.
For Asante, he adds to his league lead in goals. That is number 20. He is 6 clear of former Switchbacks man Kevon Frater of New Mexico. That just tells you how great of a season Asante is having. 20 goals. Add to that the 13 assists. And I don't think it's too much of a stretch to say that is the best player in the USL Championship as he gets behind Chris Reeves here.
Yeah, speed and strength, and the vision is to play that ball into the exact same area that the first goal went in. Solomon Asante, he's so deadly, he's so strong, he's so quick. Just the last guy in the entire league that you want to give that kind of space to inside the box. Clinical with his finish. And the team from the Valley of the Sun up 2-0 early doors here. A beautiful evening in Colorado Springs.
Now Switchbacks FC really needs to get going here. They have yet to test Zachary Lubin in net for Phoenix. And as we mentioned during the pregame, 11 clean sheets on the season, leads the USL Championship. This is not an easy guy to beat, period, let alone beat multiple times.
Yeah, he's a quality goalkeeper. In a lot of games this season, he hasn't had to be a quality goalkeeper. There's been almost nothing on his net as his team has gone forward in just boss games. But when he's called upon, Lubin is one of the best in this league. You mentioned with the stats. For the Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC, they're going to have to use Mike Seth. We saw the speed of Saeed Robinson early for the Switchbacks. They're going to have to try to get him on the ball. We highlighted him in the pregame. Switchbacks are just going to have to put this Phoenix Rising FC team under some pressure, clearly, if they're going to get back into this game. Another through ball going in over the top. Good starting position from Andre Rawls, and he restarts for the Switchbacks out to Chris Reeves.
Adam John making a good run down the middle, just pass a little bit off, but Phoenix right back in possession with a little bit of breathing room here in the 10th minute of this one. Start the field. Now they'll slow it up. You can see Roland, the Switchbacks defense, getting bunched up in the middle of the field. Phoenix noticing that, and they're trying to quickly swing it wide to get some space. Good recovery, though, by the Switchbacks defense.
Yeah, Junior Flemings has got chalk on his boots early on for Phoenix, just hugging this left-hand touchline, giving Phoenix a lot of width. Now the Switchbacks breaking forward with that speed of Saeed Robinson, trying to find Austin Doing, getting his jersey pulled a little bit.
Take a look at the interim head coach of the Switchbacks, Woldy Harris, and 2-5-2 so far, taking over for Steve Trichu. And you look at the other dugout, and you talk about Rick Shantz and what a story he is for Phoenix. Had the interim tag for a little while and then got it back after another manager in Phoenix left, and since then he hasn't looked back. Phoenix, the best team, best record in the USL Championship in his time as head coach.
Yeah, quality all over the field doesn't take away from the job that Rick Shantz has done down in Arizona. It's a good coach, got his team playing his style. They're not pressing the switchbacks until the switchbacks bring the ball into the Phoenix half. Shane Malcolm just offside, as you see there at home. Referee's assistance flag up on the young man who, as you said, was called up to the Guam national team for the international games next month.
So the story for Rick Shantz, Frankie Allup stepped down in early 2017. He was the caretaker for a few matches. The club hires Patrice Calderon. He leaves the club for Egypt last year. Back in comes Shantz, and since then, 33-9-7 is his record as both interim and full-time head coach of Phoenix Rising.
Looking for that ball out wide to Junior Flemings. Jordan Burt, well aware of that, goes out for a throw in. Shane Malcolm now with a nice turn.
Jamal Jack with it, has missed a good portion of this season with a shoulder injury. One of the linchpins on the back line of this Switchbacks defense. They're happy to have him back, as Reeves will send this one to the near side and now be played rather easily by Phoenix.
Yeah, Amadou Dia just cutting that ball out. Jordan Burt on the run from right back. So composed on the ball are the visitors.
Cochran will play this one up to Aji Naga, who scored the first goal of this match. Now played back to Dia. Into the field now for Corey Whelan, of course, making his first start in a Phoenix uniform. Sante plays this one out wide. Phoenix obviously can afford to be quite patient here. The Switchbacks half of the field as Asante goes down. They're going to get Austin doing for the foul there, which will give us a moment to let you know that Select is the official ball supplier of the USL Championship and many of the finest leagues in the world. Since 1947, Select has been the leader in soccer ball quality and innovation. For the latest Select products and special offers, please visit selectsportamerica.com. Dia with it right at the midfield stripe. Good takeaway there by Jamal Jack. Jack trying to play it over the top to Austin Dewing, and this is going to skip away from everyone except Zachary Lubin.
Good step forward from Jamal Jack. Nice tidy feet looking for that ball. Outside to Austin Dewing, the Air Force Academy product, just unable to find him. Now Jamal Jack will see that ball through to Andre Rawls.
And as we talk about this 16-match winning streak for Phoenix, they last lost on May 4th as Flemings will bring this one into the box. Flemings takes a shot. That one may have been deflected out front by Jordan Burt, which should result in a corner kick, and it will. So as we take a look here at the sequence from Flemings, good defending by Jordan Burt.
Yeah, good recovery from Burt. Slides across, makes the block. First accelerated Wealth corner kick of the evening for Phoenix Rising. It'll be Dia to take it right in front of the accelerated Wealth tent on the far side of the field here at Widener Field.
Amadou Dia, left-footed kicker here, trying to pick out his target. Sends this one in. Good looking ball headed towards the goal and just wide. Good job by Alec Cochran. Skying up above everyone, just couldn't head it on target.
Yeah, rose well. Center back coming forward for the set piece. So unlucky not to keep that ball on target.
Andre Rawls getting ready to send this one downfield. So May 4th was the last time that Phoenix lost. It was a 2-0 loss to Orange County. At that time, the NHL Stanley Cup playoffs were just in the conference semifinals, and now we're a month away from the 2019-2020 season. Jordan Burr playing this one through. Back out to the captain. He'll send this one through. Phoenix trying to clear, can't. Syed Robinson with it. Goes right to Lubin, who is able to grab that one.
Yeah, Syed Robinson trying to slide that ball across the box. Just ricochets right back to Zach Lubin in the Phoenix Rising net. Still speechless that you worked professional hockey into this broadcast.
Well, I have more, but Phoenix always has the build-up every time I start to say anything. As you see, take a look at just a quarter of the recent run of results for Phoenix Rising FC. And Lubin has been arguably the best goalkeeper in the USL this season. But if you look at those results and you look at this 16-match winning streak overall, Roland, Lubin's giving up his fair share of goals. It seems to be the offense more nights than others, the goal scoring that has led the way for Phoenix.
Yeah, we saw that earlier this week. Giving up a couple goals, but just storming out, scoring 4 of their own. That ball goes through. Ronnie Argueta going to win that for the Switchbacks off to Syed Robinson.
Robinson will play this one to Jamal Jack. Jack flips it up in the air. Mike Seth going after it, and that one goes out of play. Fans Colorado Computer Support is a proud sponsor of the Switchbacks. Colorado Computer Support are IT professionals. Jamal Jack with the header, returned by Phoenix. Now Phoenix once again with the build-up along the far side of the field. Whelan with it, now receives the pass back. To Cochran now. Dia. Kevin Lambert had it for a moment, now taken away by Switchbacks FC. We'll see if they can break. Argueta plays it out wide to Doing. Doing keeping possession, plays it to Shane Malcolm. Got tapped away, Jordan Schweitzer gets it back. Now Burt trying to leave in, left it a little bit short for Syed Robinson, who's hustling to stay in the play as Switchbacks keep possession. Here's Shane Malcolm. Malcolm, Argueta, now over to Reeves. Reeves has his Jome down the far side. He'll find him. Jome taps it to Doing. Back out to Jome. Jome looking to send it a little bit deeper. Got the foot of George Schweitzer, unable to control. And this one cleared out towards midfield. Fans here at Widener Field waiting for something to cheer for. It's their team trailing 2-0 right now. Jome with it out wide. He'll send it into the box, and a good job defending there by Corey Whelan to send that one back where it came. Now Reeves back to Jome. Good run of possession here as Jome fires. Lubin with the save.
Yeah,
good run of possession. Just got to find that last pass to really test Zach Lubin as you take a look at the right-footed kick of Jome. Naturally left-footed, but you wouldn't know it there. Pretty good strike, just Lubin on it the whole way.
Yeah, we've seen how dangerous this Jome is from those kind of areas, drifting in off that left-hand side. It's a good strike, but an easy save in the end for Lubin.
Switchbacks, we want to take a moment to recognize one of the proud sponsors of the Switchbacks, Colorado Technical University. Find your future at CTU. Whelan plays this one downfield. It will go on to the feet of Andre Rawls. A frenetic pace here in the first 20 minutes or so at Widener Field. 2-0. Number one team in the USL Championship up on the road. Lambert to Ajinaga. Whelan with Mike Seth lurking will play this one over to Cochran, who now feeds Dia on the near side. Aginaga with Argueta covering. And Argueta just gently guides it out of play. That should be a throw-in for Phoenix, and it will be.
Yeah, good defending there from Ronnie Argueta, coming across from his center midfield position, native of Costa Mesa, California.
Of course, a bit of a homecoming for Ronnie last week in Fresno. Played there last year. Told me earlier this week he had a lot of family and friends to make the trip up to Fresno. He also did a fair amount of youth soccer coaching while he was in Fresno and saw a lot of his former members of his team. Here comes Shane Malcolm. One-on-one with Cochran, steps aside, sends this one in, looking for Dewing on the far post, and Dewing heads it into the side of the goal. But that gets the fans excited as they can see the Switchbacks starting to chip away at this Phoenix defense as we take a look at this one again. Malcolm choosing to take it out wide. Great feed to Dewing. Just spun a little bit sideways off of Dewing's head and into the side of the goal, but a good sequence nonetheless for Switchbacks FC. Just when you're down 2-0 against the best team in the league, just little building blocks. Every time you have possession, just put a little bit more pressure, a little bit more. See if you can't break through here. Jordan Burt able to take it away. Burt pushing this one up the field. Goes out wide for Austin Dewing. Dewing with Jome on the overlapping run, tries to play it to him, and Phoenix able to get there first. But this should and will be a corner kick for Switchbacks FC, so perhaps their first best chance to get on the board as this Jome heads over to the Phil Long corner to attempt this corner kick.
Yeah, Chris
Gives
Reeves.
a young fan a high five.
Chris Reeves and Jamal Jack coming forward for this Phil Long corner kick. A lot of height in the box for the Switchbacks FC. They're going to have to use these kind of set pieces if they're going to get back into this game.
Schweitzer comes towards Jome as a decoy of sorts. Jome sending this one in over everyone's head, and this one will roll out of play. No harm done on the corner kick from Switchbacks FC. Phoenix will have it.
Waste Connections. Connect with the future.
So Phoenix with a mixed bag of home and road over the next month. They'll return home a week from tonight to take on San Antonio. That Las Vegas Lights game will have a lot of eyeballs on it. Midweek clash. And then alternating home and road matches after that. Is Jome. Had it for a moment, now has it taken away. Asante scored his 20th goal of the season to make it 2-0. This one's tapped out of play. Good look at Austin Dewing. Local product through and through. Went to high school at Air Academy High School here in Colorado Springs. Then went on to not only attend the Air Force Academy here in Colorado Springs, but play soccer for them as well. Has a lot of fans, as you can imagine, night in and night out here in Colorado Springs. Off the restart, Asante. Ajinaga over to Asante once again. So dangerous on the ball. You can see the black jerseys swarm to him every time the ball even comes in his airspace. This one to the near side for Dia. Cochran with Mike Seth coming in. Cochran saw him out of his peripheral vision. And now Whelan will have it.
Very composed, very calm build-up from the visitors. Asante dropping deep, pulling the strings for Phoenix. So they look to get in behind the switchbacks. They'll do just that on the left wing.
And Dia gives this one up, but it mishandled there by Junior Flemings. Jack trying to keep it in play and away from Flemings. It's still in play, and what a sequence by Jamal Jack. Sends it high in the air. Fans wanted a handball on Ajinaga. They won't get it. Now played to the middle. Jordan Schweitzer has it. Asante on his back. Schweitzer will feed it out wide to Ish Jome.
Great.
Trying to get around the defender. And it'll be a throw in here for Switchbacks FC. Fans follow Switchbacks FC in the rest of the USL Championship. Here's a shot in and a score for Phoenix.
Yeah, it's Adam John, the big man, the goal poacher, but he wasn't poaching that one. What a strike from outside the box. Postage stamp finish for Adam John, 3-0. Phoenix Rising lead over the Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC here at Widener Field.
With no regard for what I was saying, Adam John puts Phoenix up 3-0, and again, just finding their way behind this Switchbacks defense. And you talk about Solomon Asante, and for good reason, but here's Adam John with his 14th goal of the season. He's now tied for second in the USL Championship. It is truly an embarrassment of riches for Phoenix. They have so many terrific offensive players, and Adam John is among the best of them. 14th on the season, now 3-0 Phoenix.
Yeah, you see just how big and strong he is, just your prototypical center forward goal poacher, but if he's going to be able to drop deep and finish like that, just adds another dimension to his game and another dimension for Phoenix Rising. And 3-0, the visitors lead here in Colorado Springs. Jordan Schweitzer pushing the Switchbacks forward, desperate to get a goal in this first half are the home side. And now Flemings in behind.
Yep, plays it up here to Flemings. Flemings, 1-on-2, sends it in. Andre Rawls covering the near post well. Immediately feeds it out to Jordan Schweitzer. Now Ronnie Argueta to the middle for Schweitzer. Schweitzer out wide for Doing. Camps under it, able to play it off the chest. Has reinforcements crashing towards goal. Doing, trying to play it up to Saeed Robinson. And it's tapped away, but will result in the second corner kick of the half for Switchbacks FC.
Yeah, another Phil Long corner kick for the Switchbacks. Once again, Reeves will come forward for this.
Talk about
as well,
Reeves.
Jamal Jack.
Yeah, Reeves with his height. Jamal Jack, pretty tall, but he can out-jump nearly everyone in the USL. It's just a matter of Jome finding him. Sends it in the box, headed in the air by Jordan Burt. And that one will harmlessly land into the supporter section behind Zachary Lubin. Fans want to let you know that the Shandy Clinic is a proud sponsor of Switchbacks FC. The Shandy Clinic, exceptional therapy for exceptional children. Lambert trying to play it up to Asante. Maybe a little push from Jordan Schweitzer. Referee says play on. Here's Argueta. He'll fire. That one deflects off of Cochran. Played to the near side, trying to keep it in play, but to no avail is Flemings. Aguinaga steps in front of Argueta. Switchbacks will still have it. And now coming in from behind Ronnie Argueta is Lambert. Switchbacks get it back though. Reeves sends it to Andre Rawls. Now to Joan. Dome looking for Mike Seth. Finds him. And a delayed whistle for offside there on Mike Seth. Phoenix thought he was offside the whole time, and then everyone kind of had to start again because of the delayed whistle. As you take a look at the upcoming schedule for Switchbacks FC, right back here at Widener Field 1 week from tonight, taking on Austin. Then back-to-back road matches, El Paso and New Mexico, before 2 more at home, Vegas and LA. As we start to enter the home stretch of the regular season in the USL Championship. There's still very much to be decided. Really, both conferences now are tight. You know, in the Western Conference, a source of pride for them is how tight the race is. And even in the East, it's starting to clamp down a little bit. As this one, loose out in front, Andre Rawls picks it up immediately, throws it out wide.
Yeah, good restart from Andre Rawls out to Austin Doing. He's going to look for the run, use the run of Saeed Robinson, and hand it off to Jordan Schweitzer. But once again, that high press from Phoenix Rising, winning the ball back, looking for Adam John.
Good defending there by Switchbacks FC. Chris Reeves able to keep John off the ball. Throw-in will eventually come from Phoenix on the far side. So last time Phoenix lost, mentioned Stanley Cup playoffs in the conference semifinals. Avengers Endgame was the number 1 movie at the box office in its first week. And we were just finding out about Lil Nas X's Old Town Road. So it's been quite a while since Phoenix has tasted defeat, and that's a big reason why you see there 15 goals in 5 matches. But it's not to say, again, that Lubin hasn't played well. He's been terrific for Phoenix all season, but just the embarrassment of riches, as we mentioned, all the goal-scoring threats this Phoenix team has.
And they've got themselves a free kick in a very dangerous area over by the Accelerated Wealth corner kick here at Widener Field. Their center backs are forward for this one. Watch out, as always, for Adam John with his size and his nous for goal in the box.
Dia approaches, sends it in, low line drive, deflected away by Switchbacks FC, kept in the box by Phoenix, a header there. Ends up hitting the side of the goal. Jordan Burt a little slow to get up as we take a look at this sequence again.
It was a nice flick on, cleared off the line by Jamal Jack, and the bicycle kick going in catches a bit of Jordan Burt. The Switchbacks captain looks like he's going to be able to continue. So you get a good look at the starter tonight for the Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC, Andre Rawls.
Rawls wants his team to head further downfield here in the 35th minute. And this one headed forward by Mike Seth, Doing unable to get on the other end of it. Be taken by Whelan. Now out of play. Switchbacks FC with the throw-in. Into Jordan Schweitzer. Schweitzer has it nearly taken away by Asante. Now Reeves to the near side. Malcolm. Malcolm one-on-one with Dia. To the middle for Doing, and can't quite turn and face the goal as Cochran takes it away. Now a ball over the top looking for John. It's a foot race, John and Jack. And it will be Jamal Jack shepherding it out of play for a goal kick.
Yeah.
And both players give each other a pat, appreciating the hustle from each other.
Yeah, good hustle from Jamal Jack. Great top end speed. Good sportsmanship as well after with John and Jamal Jack. Two of the biggest players out on the field, going shoulder to shoulder for that ball in over the top.
Jordan Burt with it now for Switchbacks FC as they build up the attack. Argueta Austin Doing was taken down at the top of the 18. No whistle here as Chris Reeves plays it out wide to Ish Jome. Jome trying to get around his man, does. Into the box for Doing, tried to leave it for a teammate, goes right to Argueta. Argueta with the left, that one was blocked and cleared away by Phoenix. Now Asante with Chris Reeves on him. That will force a whistle as Asante stays down, and a yellow card will be issued to Switchbacks FC as Chris Reeves upset. There'll be a Hanson Hot Springs yellow card, and Chris Reeves is beside himself. Syed Robinson in there trying to calm down his teammate. Sante's still on the field. Our Ortho Centura nod to the dock.
Yeah, our first Hanson Hot Springs yellow card of the evening. As you see, the Ortho Centura nod to the dock. Solomon Asante needing some treatment. Chris Reeves just coming up from that center back spot, just in front of the Phoenix Rising FC bench. We get a good look at it here. It's a nice touch from Asante, and he just goes to turn. And there's the challenge, referee. And then that was that delayed little yelp and leap there from Solomon Asante that I believe Reeves was upset about.
Yeah, certainly a foul. I mean, there was enough contact, but with the additional histrionics from Asante getting the yellow card issued to Chris Reeves. So Asante to his feet.
Phoenix Rising using this chance for a water break as you get a good look there at Chris Reeves. Confirmation of that Hanson Hot Springs yellow card for the center back for the Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC.
And certainly this may fall on deaf ears considering that we are being watched in Phoenix right now, but it is a warmer day here in Colorado Springs, certainly warm for the Saturday before Labor Day. Now in the middle, Phoenix with it. Played to the near side for Flemings. Flemings, Aginaga, Jordan Bird able to defend. Jordan Bird sends it downfield. Cochran with the header. Dia gets it taken away by Shane Malcolm. Now Syed Robinson has it. Robinson one-on-one on the near side. Plays it far side. Header over the crossbar by Austin Doing. Very nearly got the Switchbacks on the board as we take a look at this again. This is not the first time that Austin Doing has been camping out on that far post. Phoenix living dangerously there, letting Doing stand there without anybody in his area, but Doing has yet to find the range with his header.
Yeah, and a great break forward from Syed Robinson. Really waited, picked out that pass, put it perfectly onto the head of Austin Doing. Unlucky there for Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC as Solomon Asante is going to be flagged for offside, just going a little bit early for his run there is the captain from Phoenix Rising. And the Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC will restart. Chris Reeves standing over this one. Jordan Schweitzer as well.
Fans, you can get updates and alerts all year long by following your club on ESPN.com. Search for Switchbacks FC and then click the follow button to keep up with the latest news and scores, plus get reminders on Switchbacks' next match. Go to ESPN.com and now and click follow for your club. And now as a foul is called at midfield, and immediately Von Lambert calling for the trainer.
This injury stoppage is brought to you by St. Francis.
And Syed Robinson standing over him, a little amused. Jordan Schweitzer, not so much. Another Ortho Centura nod to the dock here in the 41st minute. If you take a look at this play again, yeah, you could see Jordan Schweitzer none too pleased with the foul call there. I don't doubt the pain, because it looked like it was a cramp all of a sudden, but for him falling to be attributed to Switchbacks FC, I think that's what Jordan Schweitzer and others are taking offense to.
Join the Switchbacks Dollar Beer Club. Get all our beers at 16-ounce pints.
While we have a moment, let's take a look at how these two teams stack up this season. Of course, 59 points, not only the best in the USL Western Conference, but also the best in the USL Championship. And look at that goal differential. 68-4, 25 against for Phoenix Rising. They're not squeaking by anybody.
No, they're
on a nightly basis.
No, they're able to just blow teams out of the water. They give up 2, they score 4. Phoenix Rising so strong going forward. We see another break in action here at Widener Field. Get a good look there at the young Canadian by way of Seattle, Washington, Jordan Schweitzer.
And now Lambert being guided off the side, as it sure looked. I'm not a doctor, nor do I play one on television, but it sure looked to me like a lack of hydration was the culprit there. Lambert will be in at the next available moment. Meanwhile, Phoenix restarts with this 3-goal lead. Time winding down in the first half as Asante plays this one out wide. Lambert still being looked at on the far side. Aginaga, who got the goal scoring started, dribbling through the middle, gives this one off. Switchbacks FC pressuring at a frenetic pace. Hate to say, with just a couple minutes remaining in the first half, that Switchbacks FC must score. But with a 3-goal deficit, maybe it's not absolutely necessary, but it would sure help a whole lot for the Switchbacks' confidence going in to the dressing room at halftime.
And you see just how composed Phoenix Rising are on the ball, working that one back before they go forward. Switchbacks dropping off their press just a little bit, pressing the visitors once they get inside the Switchbacks half. So you see right now Ish Joan brought up from that left back spot. And that ball is going to work its way through for a goal kick for Andre Rawls.
Rawls will play this one over to Chris Reeves. Boots it downfield. Seth can't quite get to that header, but it ends up on the feet of Austin Dewing. Nutmegs a Phoenix defender over to Jordan Burt. Burt, Targetta, now out wide to Ish Joan. Seen many a goal for Switchbacks FC start this way with Joan bringing out wide. He'll fire himself, and that one just skipped away from Lubin. Wide of the goal.
We talked about it earlier. Ish Joan stepping in from that left back spot, drills that ball right across the face of the goal. Desperately unlucky not to see that nestle inside the post. Great strike off of that favored left foot from Ish Joan, head and hands.
And wear your best costumes to win prizes. The first 500 fans in attendance will receive
take a
Switchbacks full finger.
Look at one of the many opportunities Switchbacks FC have had as Lubin sends this one downfield, headed back by Phoenix. Racing after it is Flemings. He will get on it. Flemings on Jordan Burt. Steps away. Now played to the middle. Phoenix with the shot. Rawls with the save. But it was offside before the shot went off. But a great save by Andre Rawls nonetheless.
Yeah, Adam John just offside as we tick into 5 minutes of TikTok shop stoppage time here at Widener Field. Great job by the guys in the truck with this replay. Adam John just in behind Jordan Schweitzer there. Referee's assistance flag straight up. And a relieved Andre Rawls to see that ball go over. As I said, 5 minutes of TikTok shop stoppage time here at Widener Field on just a gorgeous evening, Labor Day weekend in Colorado Springs.
Phoenix heads that ball away. Aginaga gets back on it. Lambert back into the contest. Has it on his feet near midfield. Cochran receives the pass back. Now Whelan will play it back to Cochran. Now Whelan out wide to Aginaga. Plays this one up. And now Phoenix starts. Jordan Schweitzer, good defending from the backside. Ishjome gets it on the near side. Now towards midfield where Phoenix takes it away again. They'll play it back to Lubin.
Yeah, defending in numbers are the visitors right in front of their bench.
Lambert to the middle for Flemings. Small Jack defending. John out to Asante. And now a shot by John. That one high and wide. And now Flemings is down at the top of the 18.
Yeah, Junior Flemings just feeling the effects of that challenge as he went on to flick that ball off. Jordan Burt bringing it forward, looking over the top for Shane Malcolm.
Lubin coming out of his goal. He will beat Shane Malcolm to that ball and gently rolls it to Dia.
Nice starting position from Zach Lubin. Sweeper keeper roll. Easy to come out and collect that, but a good idea from Jordan Burt, Switchbacks captain, just to chip that ball over the top for the run of the always effervescent Shane Malcolm.
Flemings up and okay. May have gotten some contact there and very late. Not only the foul call, but another yellow card being produced. This will be the second one going against Switchbacks FC. This time Jamal Jack is the offending party.
Yeah, it's just going to be called for the hand being high. That's what Flemings was saying. Jamal Jack just going across there from the center back position. Flemings trying to cut inside on that right boot. And as you said, the Hanson Hot Springs yellow card just for that trailing arm, catching a bit of Flemings as he went through, trying to work that ball onto the right, work a strike on goal. And now Phoenix Rising will have a free kick deep in the Switchbacks half, right toward the end of this first 45 at Widener Field.
Elbow to eye socket. Not a great combination if you were Junior Flemings. But he is up, and he will be one of the two Phoenix players standing over the ball. Vaquero is the other. Andre Rawls setting his support as Vaquero and Flemings get ready for the joint chiropractic free kick. Flemings splits out wide. Vaquero going to chip it in casually, headed high in the air. Bounces once, then headed by Dewing, didn't get all of it, and now Flemings has it. Flemings with the shot, rolls, gets up and makes the save.
Good idea from Flemings, cutting back in on that dangerous right foot. Looking for the top corner. Andre Rawls not fooled, covering his near post, as every goalkeeper should do, produces a top-class save. Nice cut inside from Flemings, looking for that top post, or that top corner, and a good save from Andre Rawls. And the first Pikes Peak National Bank corner kick of the evening for Phoenix Rising, just in front of their traveling group of supporters you see right there behind the goal.
Low line drive headed away by Malcolm. Goes right to Dia. He'll wind and fire. That one blocked out front. Ends up going over. Plays on side, and John puts it in the back of the net. Adam John make it 2.
And there's the goal poacher, Adam John. That's exactly what he does. Right place, right time, playing that offside trap. Phoenix fans in rapture, 4-0. Phoenix Rising FC, Adam John just on the doorstep, just to pass that ball into the net. Riding that line perfectly, ball played straight across, goes in behind Andre Rawls, no chance, 4-0. Phoenix Rising FC, and we're going to have a discussion on the far side of the field between the assistant and his referee, and that ball is Going to be called offside. No goal for Phoenix Rising. 3-0 for the visitors. Adam John deemed to be offside. Rapture turns to disappointment for those fans behind the goal.
Well, a big sigh of relief from Switchbacks FC.
Yeah, it wasn't John that was offside. It was that right there, because that ball was played directly across the box for John to tap in. So it was that first recycling of the ball out wide. So just 3-0 Phoenix lead with that goal being chalked off. And that is halftime here at Widener Field.
Well, if you want to be an optimist, it could be worse than 3-0, but Phoenix Rising, as advertised, has come into Colorado Springs and put on a show in the first 45 minutes. 3-0 Phoenix. Don't go anywhere. We got stats, highlights, and a special guest coming your way at halftime as we send you out with Aginaga playing it through to John. And Aginaga back on it. That got the goal scoring started. 2 more followed. Phoenix on top.
You did terrible work. My mom was patient of your father's. Let's find out if I share a special bond with a stranger. How's our father doing? I'm just dying to get to know him. People want answers. I want answers.
If they take me down, it'll destroy you too.
How many other seasons are there? Dozens more.
Almost home. Coming this fall to Fox.
The Masked Singer. Who is that? Who's behind the mask? Oh, snap! Oh my God!
We've been putting in the hours. Will your team be ready for overtime?
Dad, why did you kill all those people?
His name is Malcolm Whitley. I hunt down killers like my father. You have a copycat.
I'm flattered and deeply concerned.
Save it.
There's so much I can teach you about murder. Maybe we can solve a few together.
Torre will shoot. He will score. Javon Torre. Let's just say that you walked in. Oh, something! Something's good. Oh my goodness! Lubin, what a save! Outstanding individual effort. They stand together. Powers delivery. Throws it out! The beauty! 50 to Compton.
Garcia flicks it in there, back of the net.
Trying to find Chang. Does the volley, and that one batted out.
Into the penalty area. Rito, near post finish. What a goal!
They have this long win streak going, but it's because they're taking care of opportunities as this strike goes up and in.
How about Ferris? How good is this?
So whistled all the way across, headed on frame, tipped over the bar and cleared out by Levine.
Here's Johnson. Saw the goal momentarily. Shot taken by Poco! Scored! He's got the brace.
Oh, it's saved by Lorendi. Cuts it back. Fires a shot, trickles on and in. Charlie Dennis back the other way down the right flank, takes it himself.
Slides it into the 18. That ball's touched into the back of the net. And no room to turn, but Bergen! What a strike!
But here's Joe Gallardo now coming forward. Gallardo still on the ball. Gallardo takes a shot. It's pushed away.
Ball is loose inside the 18. Moshamani comes over. Shot. Stop made by Aviles. Silva will have a hit. Oh, good save by Majimadu. From the moment he left his boot, it looked destined for goal. Alma N4 hesitates, fires, and finds the back of the net.
Welcome back to Widener Field in beautiful Colorado Springs, Colorado. Hope you're having a good Labor Day weekend. It's this halftime clinic, or this halftime sponsor, as always, the Shandy Clinic. Exceptional place for exceptional children. Proud sponsor of everything SoCo CW and the Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC in the USL Championship, as we've seen Phoenix Rising jumping out to an early 3-0 lead. You see Phoenix Rising at the top. Fresno FC, they've been on a tear lately. We saw Fresno last week from a Switchbacks perspective. Orange County just inside the top 10, just behind New Mexico United, San Antonio FC, Sacramento in 7th, and the Austin Bold, who Switchbacks will see next week in 6th. Real Monarchs in 5th, OKC Energy in 4th, and Reno 1868 in 3rd, but a tight Western Conference behind Phoenix Rising, fighting for that 2nd spot, and tight inside the top 10 in the playoff positions. Real Monarchs 2-2 full time in Salt Lake. Loudoun United up 3-0 in the 64th against North Carolina. The Tampa Bay Rowdies just after an hour gone, tied at 1 against Nashville, and the Tulsa Roughnecks early doors up 1-0 against Fresno FC in the USL Championship's Western Conference. And coming up in the USL Championship, all games on ESPN Plus. New Mexico United hosting Orange County. Tomorrow, Austin Bold, Rio Grande Valley FC, the Charleston Battery, Memphis 901, and the Real Monarchs and Las Vegas Lights next Wednesday from Salt Lake. And across the USL, big move for Bryant. He goes from San Antonio FC, the youngster, moves across to Belgium and tight at the top of the East. We talked about that. We'll get more into that in the second half of the broadcast. Tampa Bay Rowdies in 2nd. Louisville, the defending champions, in 7th, just 6 points back. And El Paso strong. What a great job El Paso have done rallying behind the victims of the shooting. And, of course, the USL Championship and ESPN Plus renewing their agreement that'll see games broadcast on the ESPN platform. And, as always, ESPN Plus, fantastic news for the USL Championship and soccer going forward in the United States. The USL and ESPN Plus renewing their partnership. The USL Championship Team of the Week, Olsen in goal, just behind Del Campo and Trebet in the center back positions. Perano on the left, Miller on the right, Connor in the middle, Stroud supporting the attack from the New York Red Bulls too. They've had an up and down season in New York, but a strong team in the East nonetheless. And the USL Championship Player of the Week, Christian Perano from San Antonio FC. He's a terrific player. He's dynamic. He gets forward. He scores goals. And he is your reigning, defending, current USL Championship Player of the Week, Christian Perano. And we're going to toss this broadcast out to my broadcast partner, Ryan Kaufman, with a very special guest. Ryan.
Thank you, Roland. I'm here with a very special guest, Robert Patton of Sheath. Robert, thanks for joining me.
Thank you, Ryan. Thank you so much for having me.
So I don't know if this is a first in America, but free underwear night, you guys are responsible for this. Got this Switchbacks logo on it and all. The first 1,000 fans got some. Tell us a little bit about Sheath. How did you get into the underwear business?
I was in the Army and I was in Iraq in 2008 where it was very hot. And I had this idea that if things were separated in the underwears, your situation would be much cooler.
Yeah.
And it's like a sheath for your sword. And
hence the name.
Yeah. So it was an idea that slowly budded. This was 2008. 2010 we did a pre-launch. 2013 we relaunched. But since then we've been growing, like doubling our growth every year. And last year we started working with the Switchbacks. And this year we're like title night, giving out 1,000 pair of underwear. We're super excited.
Yeah, and talk about the partnership with the Switchbacks, obviously culminating in Free Underwear Night. How has this partnership been for you?
It's been great. We're being a local Colorado company and a veteran, partnering with a local sports team. Our team, the Colorado Springs Switchbacks, has been really cool. They've been great in like hosting us and welcoming us as a sponsor and allowing us to do great events like that and showing the world, or the local Colorado Springs area, what's cool about our underwear and what makes it different. And that is that sheath aspect, that pouch in the underwear that isolates the boys, keeping you cool, comfortable, like all day. People think it's just for athletes and soccer players, but it's for everyone.
Yeah. Well, Robert Patton, really appreciate it.
Thank you, Ryan.
We'll be back with the second half. Phoenix in Colorado Springs. Phoenix leads 3-0.
We've been putting in the hours. Will your team be ready for overtime?
Colorado is famous for craft beers, and Fox 21 wants to help you find a new favorite. Presenting the Colorado Springs on-tap craft beer passport. For just $24.99, enjoy a flight of beers from each participating brewery. Just go to fox21news.com, click on Community, click on Deals, and purchase your craft beer passport. The Colorado Springs on-tap craft beer passport. Buy yours today.
We welcome you back to Widener Field. We are getting ready for the second half. This halftime segment brought to you by the Shandy Clinic, exceptional therapy for exceptional children, a proud sponsor of our Loco Soco CW broadcast. As we take a look, Roland, at what we saw in the first half, it was Phoenix being everything that we hoped and dreamed they would be, or in the Switchbacks case, had nightmares about.
Yeah, they got the lucky bounce there for their first goal off of that challenge from Jordan Burt, and then Solomon Asante just blitzing in behind the Switchbacks to make it 2-0.
And the visitors weren't done yet, as they thought were able to extend their lead late in the half, but disallowed goals, still 3-0 in favor of the road team. As we take a look at the match stats, and you talked about it coming into the game, Roland, when Phoenix controls possession, they win every single time.
Yeah, they certainly do, and they've got 2/3 of it here at Widener Field, 67%. Easy for me to say for Phoenix Rising, 11 shots, just 7 for the Switchbacks. A lot of those shots have been blocked before they've gotten through to the goal of Zach Lubin in Phoenix.
Yeah, first things first, Switchbacks FC needs to test Zach Lubin way more than they did in the first half with just the one shot on goal. Phoenix Rising looking for their 17th consecutive victory, which would add to their American soccer record. And Switchbacks FC looking to pull off quite a feat here tonight at Widener Field. These first 5 minutes, I think, of the second half, Roland, going to be very telling for if Switchbacks FC gets back into this game or not.
Yeah, we need to see the Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC start this half with energy, press Phoenix Rising high, as we get a good look at Corey Whelan, defender for Phoenix Rising. But you're right, Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC have got to start with some real energy, some real impetus, and keep the ball off that man, Andre Rawls' net.
Phoenix will have it to begin this second half. Perhaps switching sides on the field will be what makes the difference for Switchbacks FC in the second half. As Phoenix starts with it, they'll send it downfield. Lambert out of everyone's reach. Harmlessly bounces out of play. Switchbacks FC with the throw-in. Long throw in here from Jordan Burt, headed high in the air by Flemings. Right back to Switchbacks FC. Now Burt plays this one up to Ronnie Argueta. Switchbacks FC with a little momentum here. They'll play it to the middle. Austin Dewing is there and onside. Dewing gets some space, tries to fire. That one was blocked. Still loose in the box though. And now Phoenix able to clear it away. And that will be a foul called on Austin Dewing from behind the play.
It's a good overlapping run for Ishjome, getting that space for Austin Dewing to strike that ball toward goal. Mike Seth checking out of the game at halftime. It's being replaced by Cesar Romero. Switchbacks making their first change of the evening. Romero on for Mike Seth. Romero will go straight into Mike Seth's position and lead the line for the Switchbacks FC.
Cesar Romero, the Honduran international this season. One goal that came just 5 minutes into his Switchbacks debut. Has spent a lot of this season on international duty. Has played just a little over 300 minutes this season. And Wolde Harris wants to change it up a little bit up top, as you mentioned, Roland, and see what the young fella can do here. Lubin sending that one out wide, headed by Jordan Burt. Shane Malcolm slips in front of the Centura Orthopedics sign. It will be out of play. Phoenix coming with the throw-in. We mentioned Shane Malcolm as well as Abdul Nguadabaye getting called up to their respective national teams. Shane, a Guam international. Phoenix with it. Whelan plays it over to Asante, to Cochran. Back to Cochran here. Phoenix very patient coming out of the break. No reason to be otherwise. Aginaga worked around to Cochran. And now ball played through by Lambert. Looking for Flemings. Gets on the other end. Sends it into the box. Headed into the signage to the right of the goal.
Adam John, so dangerous in those positions. Finding himself in the right place in the box. As always, it was a nice ball in from that far side. And Flemings, John just getting too much purchase on that header and sending it well wide of the near post of Andre Rawls. But a good break forward, getting in behind the Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC once again down that far side of the field.
Fans, want to let you know that you can tune into ESPN3 on September 11th at 8:30 Mountain Time for an electrifying edition of Wednesday Night Soccer. High-flying Phoenix Rising FC, that team sounds familiar, heads to Las Vegas to meet the lights in an action-packed Western Conference showdown. As Saeed Robinson has it, fires, that one goes wide. Phoenix and Las Vegas in an action-packed Western Conference showdown. See it all September 11th at 8:30 during Wednesday Night Soccer on ESPN3. Let's take another look at Saeed Robinson, pushing it just wide of the goal.
Yeah, winning a corner kick for the Switchbacks, an accelerated wealth corner kick on the far side of the field. Ishjome favoring the left foot. Going to whip this ball in, see if he can find the head perhaps of one of his center backs. And as soon as I say that, he takes it short to Ronnie Argueta.
Argueta plays it back to Jome with the right foot, sends it in. Phoenix able to clear. Saeed Robinson on it. Chips it into the box, and that one over everyone's head. It was not touched, so it will be a goal kick for Phoenix.
Get a good look there at Junior Flemings. Very dangerous. Just saw that run in behind the Switchbacks and his cross to Adam John. Phoenix building out of the back as always.
Asante playing it to the near side for Baquero. Back to Asante. Chris Reeves trying to close in. Ball played out wide. Phoenix into the box now. Overlapping run from Diaz. Trying to set up Baquero. Just a little bit behind him. And Switchbacks FC able to come away with it very nearly. A chance for goal number 4. As good. Now Cesar Romero slips as he tries to pursue that ball. Whelan will get to it first.
It was good tracking back by Austin Doing for the Switchbacks. And as you said, Cesar Romero looking to turn and run in behind. Good challenge there right in front of the Switchbacks bench from the man who came on at halftime, Cesar Romero.
Phoenix gains possession in the midfield circle. So we welcome you into Widener Field here in Colorado Springs. Gorgeous night on this Saturday before Labor Day. Appreciate your patronage on this evening. Alongside Roland Vargas, I'm Ryan Kaufman. Phoenix with 3 goals in the first half, nearly a fourth if not for an offside call. Well on their way to their 17th consecutive victory. I mean, when I say the words, just makes it all the more impressive what Phoenix has been able to do. Lambert with it out wide, picked up by Jordan Burt. Baquero. Asante. To Whelan. Back to Asante. Now Lambert on the far side. Whistle. Flag was up for offside. Switchbacks FC will get it back. Fans, you can follow Switchbacks FC and the rest of the USL Championship all season long on ESPN Plus, home to the USL, MLS, UFC, and more. Join the over 2 million sports fans who have already discovered ESPN Plus and watch the championship live every week. Sign up today at ESPNplus.com. Phoenix with it in the middle of the field. Now they'll chip over the top. Asante looking for it. Skips away from him and Ishjom. It will be out for a Switchbacks throw-in. Calm beginning to this second half. That is not what Switchbacks FC wants. They wanted to come out and test Lubin early and often as this one headed out by Phoenix.
Jordan Burt going to restart for the Switchbacks. On the far side of the field, captain will throw it in to Jordan Schweitzer.
Now Reeves to Jome on the near side. Austin Doing. Plays it back to Jome. Steady as she goes for Switchbacks FC. Jome plays this one in. Lubin dives, doesn't make the play. Shot! How did that one not go into the back of the net? If that is not a microcosm of this evening's contest for the home side, I don't know what is. Meanwhile, Phoenix back the other way. Flemings picked up by Jordan Burt. Flemings gets it taken away by Schweitzer. Schweitzer up to Shane Malcolm. And now Malcolm playing it the other way. A little bit strong off his foot. That allows Cochran to get in there and clear it out. We have got to see this replay.
Yeah, it was Ronnie Argueta turning this ball goalwards. Great work by Ishjom. Good ball in. Dangerous from Lubin to tip that one out. As he did, Ronnie Argueta fires it left-footed, cleared off the line, and then somehow that ball ricochets off of Austin Doing and then back into the grateful arms of Zach Lubin.
Give a big assist there defensively to Amadou Dia. He was the one on that back line, just kept it in to help out Zachary Lubin. And you don't get 11 clean sheets without a little help from your friends. And Lubin maybe needs to pick up the next check at dinner when he sits down with Amadou Dia.
Yeah,
Phoenix with it on the far side here, leading 3-0.
It was a good break forward from the Switchbacks, all made by Ishjom on this near side of the field. And it was a good strike from Ronnie Argueta, but as you said, right place, right time as Phoenix Rising have this ball inside the Switchbacks end.
Lambert plays it far post. John, a little bit too shallow to receive that one. It will go out for a goal kick. And it looks like Switchbacks FC is not wasting time with their substitutions. We saw one at halftime. Cesar Romero in for Mike Seth, and now Tucker Bone will come into the contest, replacing Shane Malcolm. Tucker Bone, the other former Air Force Falcon on this Switchbacks roster. College teammates with Austin Dewing. So Bone for Malcolm on our Gold's Gym substitution. Bone on this season, still looking for his first goal as a member of the Switchbacks, which would also be his first professional goal. Does have one assist to his credit. About 400 minutes played this season. So Switchbacks FC will only have one more substitution that they can make throughout this match. Phoenix, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They have yet to make a substitution, still have all three, as this one is guided out of play by Whelan.
Yeah, Tucker Bone on hand last night to support the Air Force Academy women's team as Saeed Robinson picks up this ball. Nice little pirouette, top of the box, looking far side for his captain, Jordan Burt.
Burt couldn't quite tame that ball in from Saeed Robinson. Now this one's sent back by Jamal Jack, and Lubin.
Yeah, good strong challenge from Jamal Jack from that center back spot. Tucker Bone will go to that position vacated by Shane Malcolm on the right-hand side of the midfield for the Switchbacks FC.
This one played downfield. Aginaga on the other end, but it's too far out of his reach. Rawls lets it go out of play. Goal kick coming up as we approach the 58th minute of play. Phoenix's 3 goals in the first half standing up right now. Aginaga, Asante, and John, the 3 goal scorers tonight for the conference leaders. As Aginaga, right on cue, makes it a fine defensive play. Jome throws it into Robinson, can't handle it, taken away by Phoenix. Now Baquero plays this one through. Good job by Jamal Jack, making the play on it. Up to Ish Jome. Jome to Dewing. Over to Schweitzer. Over the top looking for Bone, out of his reach.
Get your haircut where the pros do. Check out local barbershop and salon.
So we take a look here at our Jack Quinn's Irish Pub fans of the game. Unfortunately, haven't had too much to cheer about tonight as their team is getting blanked 3-0, but you can feel the anxiousness from the crowd. They just want something to explode over, as this one runned in by Phoenix and a shot, that one just wide, as Flemings nearly made it 4-0. That is not what the home fans are looking for.
Yeah, good break in behind once again from Phoenix, playing that offside trap perfectly. That ball going in just at the halfway line. Flemings timing his run, gets in behind Jamal Jack, fires that ball across the face of goal. Phoenix looking for their 4th, just playing that game as the Switchbacks push further and further forward. Phoenix Rising using their speed to get in behind the hosts.
Aginaga with Dewing coming from behind to take it away. And they'll say it's off of Dewing. So it'll be a Phoenix throw in here. Approaching the hour mark in this match. Lead pass here. Try and find Lambert. Schweitzer defending. Ball just not quite staying in. Goal kick coming up.
Yeah, just run out. Good, strong physical defending. Tracking back from the center midfield position for Jordan Schweitzer. Andre Rawls going to wave his teammates forward. Switchbacks players going through their paces on the far side of the field. We'll see just how early Head coach Woldy Harris decides to make that third and final roll the dice for the home side. Phoenix Rising yet to bring on any subs. Why would you? Up 3-0. Nice turn by Ronnie Argueta.
Argueta with Doing and Bone flanking him. Gives it off to Tucker Bone. Bone to Doing. Doing and a shot in by Argueta. Save made by Lubin, and then he follows it up to keep Doing from putting in the rebound opportunity.
Yeah, tremendous save, Zach Lubin. It's exactly what we talked about in the first half of this broadcast. Hasn't been called on a lot, but when he needed to, makes a strong save from Cesar Romero.
Yeah, Romero, the one with the initial shot in. Doing was crashing, but a good job by Lubin to corral it. Fans, you can get updates and alerts all year long by following your club on ESPN.com. Search for Switchbacks FC and then click the follow button to keep up with the latest news and scores. Plus, get reminders on Switchbacks FC's next match. Go to ESPN.com now and click follow for your club. Andre Rawls gives this one up to Chris Reeves. Reeves back to Rawls, sending it far side. Kept in play by Jordan Burt. Schweitzer feeds the captain once again. Long ball downfield, headed for Lubin. Doing was pressuring. Lubin just got his hands on it. Phoenix not out of the woods yet, and as I say that, they cleared out to Lambert near midfield.
Yeah, great hustle by Austin Doing down the center for the Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC. As the Switchbacks have moved their forward three a little bit. Now Cesar Romero out on the left-hand side with Austin Doing leading the line, but good job closing down. Zach Lubin making a good save after a slightly short back pass.
Lubin out wide to Cochran. Whelan. Doing, able to take it away. Doing one-on-one with Whelan. Plays it over to Bone. Can't handle it in Phoenix. Trying to clear. Ball back into the box and a whistle and a foul called on Jordan Schweitzer. Perhaps a little bit too unselfish there for Austin Doing.
Yeah, the Air Force Academy teammates doing a good job combining. Austin Doing just needed some support. It's a little bit isolated there inside the box. Get a good look there at the Air Academy High School Air Force Academy product. But the Switchbacks have done better last few minutes, created some chances, put Phoenix under some pressure in the last few minutes here at Widener Field.
So Lubin receives the ball back in play. Lubin ushering his team further forward. Downfield it goes. Jamal Jack wins that header but gets called for the foul. Going over the back, and Jamal Jack has to be careful here.
Hanson Hot Springs yellow card going to go to that man, Jordan Schweitzer. Third yellow card of the evening against the Switchbacks as Phoenix Rising are set to make a double change on the far side of the field. I believe it was for something that Jordan Schweitzer maybe had to say, not being constructive enough in his criticism. Jamal Jack going up for the header, and then Jordan Schweitzer maybe just with the
There are magic words that you can say to an official, and it will get you promptly put in his book of shame. And the foul called on Jack, and then the Hanson Hot Springs yellow card issued to Jordan Schweitzer. As my broadcast partner pointed out, Phoenix going to burn two of their substitutions in one foul swoop. Looks like their top two goal scorers will come out. Their job absolutely done. Solomon Asante as well as Adam John. on a nightly basis. Phoenix looks to those two to get the offense going, and boy, did they. Each with a goal. Asante his 20th, John his 14th. And replacing them will be Ben Spencer. There'll be couple of Gold's Gym substitutions.
Joey Calistri on as well for Phoenix Rising. As you said, Asante and John out. Calistri and Spencer in, just to give some players a rest after their short turnaround this week. Obviously playing in altitude here at Widener Field. And that game coming up that we highlighted against the Las Vegas Lights for Phoenix Rising.
This one sent downfield. Tucker Bone plays it. Now a little push from behind will give Switchbacks FC a quick restart. Burt trying to play it to Bone. A little bit behind him. And that allows Dia to get in there to deflect it away. It will result, though, in a corner kick for Switchbacks FC as Jome trotting down to the Accelerated Wealth corner. See if he can find his target here on the Accelerated Wealth corner kick. Get the home team on the board.
Jamal Jack, Chris Reeves forward, a lot of height in the box. Is Jome with the ball.
Jome in. That one tapped away by Phoenix. Argueta ends up getting possession. Out to Jome. Good slide tackle there by Phoenix. Able to separate Jome from the ball. Now run back the other direction. This one will be tapped to Andre Rawls. Good defending there by Jordan Schweitzer. Now Syed Robinson. Robinson looking far side, chested by Burt. This one rolling towards the goalkeeper who plays it downfield. Now Robinson right back on it for Switchbacks FC. Robinson gets dragged down. That'll be a whistle going against Ben Spencer, who's just entered the contest. '68th minute, 3-0, Phoenix with the lead. All three of the goals scored in the first half. Aginaga, John, and Asante, the goal scorers. Ish Jome getting ready for the joint chiropractic free kick, meanwhile.
Now Switchbacks, as they have from a corner kick, a lot of height forward, both center backs. Reeves and Jack forward for this one.
Jome sending it in, headed, I believe, by Phoenix. Aginaga able to corral it, and now played back to Lubin, who will send this one downfield. Robinson trying to win the header, could not. Ball rolls over to Aginaga. Aginaga leaves it for a teammate. Good defending there by Syed Robinson. Rawls able to trap it, but it slips out. And this will be a corner kick now for Phoenix.
Yeah, very good tracking back by Syed Robinson, the young Jamaican. And a Z-trip corner kick coming up for Phoenix Rising. As you said, Andre Rawls just ushering that ball out behind his net. Get a good look there at the man from the Colorado Rapids. And Phoenix in no rush to take this Z-trip corner kick.
Amadou Dia, who now wears the captain's armband as Solomon Asante departed this contest. Dia puts both hands up, now sends it in. That one headed away by Switchbacks FC. Cesar Romero trying to track it down, does. And that one will be tipped out by Phoenix. Romero quickly trying to throw it in, does find Jordan Burt.
It was a great defensive header by Jamal Jack, but Phoenix Rising FC won the ball back.
Fleming's had possession, but had 2 defenders on him as well. Able to feed it out. Now Lambert to Baccaro. Plays it down low, and that one will be whistled offside. As Ledsetter clearly offside there, which will allow us to let you know that the Shandy Clinic is a proud sponsor of Switchbacks FC. The Shandy Clinic, exceptional therapy for exceptional children. Phoenix trying to play it right back in. Jordan Schweitzer goes down. That will be a foul. So we take a look at this foul again. Jordan Schweitzer drawing it.
Yeah, nice move across from that center midfield position for Jordan Schweitzer, right in front of the referee's assistant.
Now Schweitzer plays it out wide to Jordan Burt. Phoenix takes it away again. Now Jamal Jack with it. While Jack has it. Plays it over the top, looking for Saeed Robinson. This one will skip out of play. Gives us a chance to ask the question, who's up? Who's down? Find out each week when the USL Championship updates their power rankings every Monday at uslsoccer.com.
Breaking news, Phoenix Rising will be at the top of those USL Championship power rankings. You heard it here first, courtesy of Ryan Kaufman.
Can neither confirm nor deny. Lubin to Whelan, right back to Lubin. Sends this one out. Good catch by Switchbacks interim head coach Woldy Harris. Ronnie Argueta to George Schweitzer. Tapped in, but no one but Lubin in the area. Switchbacks FC unbeaten in their last 4 home matches. That streak seriously in jeopardy here in the 73rd minute. This one played up. Phoenix with it. They'll strike from distance. Rawls doing a good job to parry that one away. Ish Jome goes to get it and sends it out of play.
Yeah, Phoenix Rising pushing for their 4th. They'll win the throw-in. That ball was butterflying all over the place. The second half substitute Ben Spencer striking that one goalwards. Andre Rawls getting 2 hands behind it, parrying it into a good area for the Switchbacks FC, but Phoenix Rising retaining possession once again.
Aginaga. Now Whelan. Back to Aginaga. Played over the top. Nobody home. Andre Rawls is, though, and he'll go and pick that one up. Now Phoenix stepping in front of that ball. Caro trying to play it to the middle, taken away by Switchbacks FC. Now over the top, looking for Austin Dewing, and Lubin able to get there. Fans wanted a foul going against Phoenix. No dice as Phoenix regains control on the far side. Fleming's playing it back through to Lubin. Lubin looking near side here. That one out of play. Ledsetter was there, just was out of bounds. Throw coming here for Switchbacks FC directly below our broadcast position. Is Jome. Here's Jordan Burt. The head of steam, plays it down to Bone. Bone to the middle for Romero. That shot was blocked. Schweitzer with the header. Syed Robinson gets on it. Robinson fires, and a save made by Lubin.
Nice little sequence by the Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC. First from Cesar Romero, taking that ball off the left, striking it with the right after it hung up, and then Syed Robinson drifting in from the left-hand side, striking with his right foot, the young Jamaican. That ball skipping right in front of Zach Lubin, but good hands by the Phoenix Rising #1 goalkeeper to make that save and keep the Switchbacks off the board and maintain his clean sheet, which would be his 12th clean sheet of the season.
Andre Rawls directing traffic, plays it right up the gut to Ronnie Argueta. Now Cesar Romero, and another whistle going against Switchbacks FC. Ronnie Argueta less than pleased. Frustration certainly mounting for Switchbacks FC. They have had their fair share of whistles go against them. Now taken away by Syed Robinson. Robinson to Jome. Jome to Argueta. Now out wide, Jordan Burt. Even wider out to Tucker Bone. Bone trying to leave it for Burt, but well out of his reach. Bone able to win back the ball. Now battling, and now another whistle against Tucker Bone here.
Yeah, very unlucky to go against Tucker Bone. Good fight and good hustle by the Air Force Academy product. It was the earlier challenge that the referee had blown the whistle for. And once again, Phoenix Rising in. No rush to take that as we get a good look there at Tucker Bone, like I said, on hand yesterday as the Air Force Academy women played St. Francis University here at the United States Air Force Academy on Parents Weekend at Air Force. Air Force eking out a result over Colgate earlier today in the start of their college football season as that ball works its way back to Andre Rawls.
Yeah, 48-7.
How'd they get the 7?
This one headed away by Phoenix. And this one headed out now by Chris Reeves.
Live where the Switchbacks call home. Widener Apartment Homes is a proud partner of Switchbacks FC.
Phoenix Rising just trying to take the wind out of the Switchback sails. As the Switchbacks try desperately to get a goal in this contest. Nice ball in over the top. And Phoenix will have that ball taken away from them by Cesar Romero. Now on to Austin Dewing.
Dewing coming down the middle. Dribbles into 3 Phoenix defenders. Dia comes up with it. And now as Jome steps in front of a pass. Jome bringing it in. Plays it over to Dewing. Can't quite hang on to it. Able to get it out to Burt. He'll fire from distance. Lubin, all he needs to do is watch it go over his head.
Yeah, Jordan Burt pushing forward from that right back position. The captain out of Elkhart, Indiana. Just leaning back ever so slightly. Sees that one go high and hit him over the goal of Zach Lubin.
Look at the captain, Jordan Burt there. No one more frustrated than he is with the way this night has gone. Phoenix, meanwhile, building up another attack.
Ben Spencer on the near side for the visitors. And they'll work that ball back. Once again, in no rush at all. Phoenix and just want to see if they can get that possession stat up above 70% by the end of this game here in Colorado Springs.
Yeah, you couple all the offensive talent that Phoenix has and a stated goal every single evening to keep the possession numbers high. It is a scary combination for opposing teams. As Ish Jome able to come away with it. Now Jordan Schweitzer to Bone, back to Burt. Burt chips it over the top, looking for Dewing to get on the other end of it. Unfortunately, he is not, and Lubin will go over to pick it up. No more than 10 minutes remaining in this one. Switchbacks FC trying to get on the board. Trailing 3-0. Ajinaga plays this one up. Now here comes Lambert. Out wide, finds Calistri. Over to Lambert. Lambert trying to receive the return pass, cleared out by Switchbacks FC into the crowd.
Structure up body therapies. Learn how to take control of your health with our therapy approach today.
Phoenix to throw this one in on the near side. Wheeling to the middle here for Cochran. Cochran playing it over the top. Calistri gets underneath it. Calistri working on Jome. Ish Jome gets his left foot in there to knock it away and then gets dragged down. Easy call for the referee to make there. Fans want a booking, and they'll get a booking.
The second half substitute going to pick up Phoenix Rising's first Hanson Hot Springs yellow card of the evening.
As you see Calistri getting in there and Jome taking away. Calistri going above and beyond the call of duty there to keep Jome from getting to the ball. First yellow card of the season for Calistri coming into play tonight. He's played only 5 minutes this entire season for Phoenix, getting quite a bit more run here tonight. Argueta gives it to Schweitzer. Now Robinson over to Bone. Bone with the left-footed strike, blocked out front. He'll try again, blocked again. But they will blow the whistle because there is a handball there. A yellow card has been issued. But Caro, I believe, is who this is going to go on. Or excuse me, it will not be Caro, it will be Ajinaga who will get called for it.
We encourage you to take time to relax.
So a joint chiropractic free kick coming up here for Switchbacks FC. Is Jome just above the 18-yard box. Certainly he can go directly towards goal here. Trying to find that crack in the wall. Sends it through, and that one a little bit wide.
Yeah, looking for the far post. Ish Jome off that deadly left foot that he possesses. Zach Lubin certainly was worried about it diving across to his right-hand side, but that free kick just whistles wide from Ish Jome.
And it looks like we'll have our last substitution, but first a look at this free kick from Ish Jome after a deep cleansing breath. Sends it around the wall. Did exactly what he wanted to do, just didn't get enough bend back towards the goal. So there is the promised substitution. Coming into the contest will be Peter Lee Vassell. Their Gold's Gym substitution. This one is played back to Lubin. Jordan Schweitzer now on it. Back to Jamal. Chris Reeves. up the field, looking for Tucker Bone on the wing. Bone can't quite get to it. It bounces out of play.
Yeah, good hustle from Tucker Bone. He's been lively since he came on in the second half, replacing Shane Malcolm. And Zach Lubin, once again, will take his time with this goal kick as the Switchbacks are going to make their third and final roll of the dice on the far side of the field.
Yeah, Phoenix has now used all of theirs. Switchbacks FC had one more option to exhaust, and they will at the next stoppage in play.
I believe it'll be Kwasi Dansu checking in. We'll get a confirmation of that in just a moment as Ishjom plays that ball forward, looking for and finding the feet of the young Jamaican, Saeed Robinson.
Robinson to Dewing, trying to get it back to Robinson, and it's taken away by Baquero. Cochran plays it back to Lubin, who was kind enough to return the favor. Now Switchbacks FC takes it away. Ronnie Argueta has it. Has a couple of defenders on him. Goes down. No whistle there from the referee. And this one will be played through. Phoenix has something developing. They get into the box. 2-on-1. A shot is just pushed wide off the foot of Junior Flemings, and he can absolutely not believe that he didn't make it 4-0. Was able to break through the tussle for the ball beautifully. Had a teammate crashing the far post, decided to call his own number, and just pushed it wide. As you take a look at Kwasi Dansu, who my broadcast partner correctly pointed out would be coming into the match. So Dansu on for the Gold's Gym substitution. Meanwhile, we have a Phoenix player down near midfield. There'll be an Ortho Centura nod to the dock here, although Ben Spencer right back up. And we'll continue playing.
Veteran move from Austin Dewing to ghost in there, get some Gatorade from Phoenix Rising's training staff during that Ortho Centura nod to the dock. Referee just calming things down after playing a couple of advantages on that last break forward for the Switchbacks.
While they're still straightening things out, let's take a look at our moment of the match. And it will be the first goal of the match, our Penrose St. Francis critical moment. Aguinaga able to put it in the back of the net. That started the scoring, and Phoenix would not look back from there. Two more goals tacked on in the second half. They have put it on cruise control and currently lead still by a score of 3-0. And now there's quite a bit of discussion near midfield.
Yeah, it's about those advantages that the referee played during that break forward for Phoenix Rising. Phoenix Rising asking that the referee go back, revisit those challenges. The referee explaining to them, I believe, that he played the advantage and that's all that he's going to play at this late stage of the game. No need to bring out another Hanson Hot Springs yellow card, and Kwasi Dansu straight into the game, and he'll touch that ball out wide to Ishjom.
Joan plays it over the top as Romero overruns it. Whelan to Cochran. Played out. Throw-in coming for Switchbacks FC. Into Jordan Schweitzer. Schweitzer going to the far side for Bone. Controls it. One-on-one. Now more Phoenix players come to help. Bone still with possession. Try and beat his man to the end line. Now plays it back for Chris Reeves. Reeves sends this one in. Too high for the header in the middle. And now cleared away by Phoenix. Couple of hops played by Andre Rawls. Schweitzer once again playing it over the top. This time out of the reach of Ishjom.
Yeah, ball just accelerating off the surface. Just Ishjom pushing forward from that left back spot as he's done all evening for the Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC.
We are hearing that we're going to have 4 additional minutes tacked on here to the end of this contest as Saeed Robinson Tried to play it to Doing. Now Argueta. Over to the far side for Reeves. Tapped out to Argueta again. Now Donsu. Donsu to Romero. Romero into the box. Tried to fire it, and that one was deflected out of play. It will result in a corner kick here.
This corner kick is brought to you by Accelerated Wealth.
Yeah, another Accelerated Wealth corner kick for the Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC. Tucker Bone just going to leave that one off for Ishjome as the referee's assistant does confirm the 4 minutes of TikTok shop stoppage time.
So the Accelerated Wealth corner kick coming from Ishjome here. Sends it in. Phoenix able to send it back out. Jome back on it. Tries again. Phoenix missed with the initial touch. And that will result in another corner kick. Romero will quickly send it over to the near side.
Stoppage time was brought to you by the TikTok shop.
Everybody trying to take Ishjome's corner kicks in this second half. First Tucker Bone, and now Cesar Romero, but this is Ishjome's specialty. The Pikes Peak National Bank corner kick sends it in, and that one ping-pongs around, now rolling out to the far side. Gets out of play. Another corner kick, this time playing it short. Schweitzer into the box. Romero can't get all of it. Now to Jome. Jome sidesteps, fires, trying to curl it. Couldn't quite do it.
Yeah, you could see what Ishjome was trying to do, just bring that ball in on his not favored right foot. Going for that postage stamp, curling it far post. Just unable to get the bend on that, but it's been a good game from Ishjome despite the loss for the Colorado Springs. Switchbacks FC pushing forward from his left back spot, doing the best to support the attack. Get a good look there at Ishjome. Just a couple minutes left here. And Zach Lubin, at his own pace, will get us back underway.
Switchbacks FC just trying to take something positive away from this one. Of course, they have an Austin team coming in here next week that beat them soundly down in the Lone Star State. That was actually the match that signaled the end of Steve Trichu's tenure, so that certainly, that return contest not far from the minds of the Switchbacks players. They would like to create something in the last couple of minutes of this one to give themselves a little bit of momentum going into that Austin matchup next week. Switchbacks FC dribbling into the box. Chris Reeves has it. Reeves trying to fire it with the left. It was deflected, but goes right to Kwasi Donsu. Now Donsu with some space. He'll chip it in. Syed Robinson on the other end. Keeps it in play. Robinson to the middle for Schweitzer. Jordan Schweitzer into the box. Shot pushed wide.
Yeah,
Switchbacks want some contact with the ball from Phoenix. I don't think they're going to get it.
Tricky feed from the captain now. Jordan Schweitzer taking over that armband from his Jordan brother Bert. And Jordan Schweitzer on that left foot whistling his shot wide of Zach Lubin's goal.
Thanks to the Children's Hospital in Colorado Springs. Gates open at 5 p.m. for $1 beers.
So Lubin will put this one down and get ready to send it downfield in the closing moments of this, which will be the 17th victory in a row for Phoenix Rising FC. Caro chips it forward. Andre Rawls comes up to play it. Line drive downfield, and that will do it. The streak continues for Phoenix Rising FC as they come into Colorado Springs and put on a clinic. 3-0 our final score. Syed Robinson, who you see right there, will be our Better Business Bureau Man of the Match. very small consolation in what was overall a very disappointing night for Switchbacks FC. You talked to the team this week, Roland. Optimism was high. They felt like that result in March where they got a draw against Phoenix was going to propel them to a better result tonight. It did not, but such is the way of the world with Phoenix Rising FC. 3-0 our final. We'll be back with more after this.
Let's face it, the suits are pretty cool. Whoa. Thank you. Next. Let me help. That was amazing! We make a good team. World's finest.
Batwoman, followed by Supergirl.
Dad, why did you kill all those people?
My name is Malcolm Whitley. I hunt down killers like my father. You have a copycat.
I'm flattered and deeply concerned.
Save it.
There's so much I can teach you about murder. Maybe we can solve a few together.
We welcome you back to Widener Field as Phoenix Rising FC continues a historical run through the USL Championship. 17 consecutive victories with a 3-0 win, making the fans who made their way up from Arizona very, very happy as we take a look at the statistical information to prove that we are not lying about this 3-0 score. And you see Switchbacks FC, 21 shots, but really the one below it, they just did not test Zach Lubin in a real way tonight.
Yeah, a lot of those shots at the Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC were blocked well before they reached Lubin. Lubin made a nice save or two during the game, but just far too much from Phoenix Rising this evening.
So Phoenix Rising now will turn their attention to San Antonio, or the way things are going, San Antonio will turn their attention to Phoenix. Can anyone slow down this team? Tonight, Switchbacks FC were not able to do it, and now they'll try to put this one out of their mind as they will host Austin Bold 1 week from tonight. Partner, not the way that the Switchbacks wanted things to go, but in the USL Championship, there's always another week.
Yeah, there certainly is. It's just Phoenix Rising's world. We're all living in it. Fantastic performance, as you said. 17th consecutive win for Phoenix Rising FC as they go over and celebrate with their fans that have made it the trip up from the Valley of the Sun.
And that's where Phoenix will go next to take on San Antonio, looking for 18 straight. Well, that will do it for us here at Widener Field. For our executive producer, Gary Stebbins, our outstanding crew, and my broadcast partner, Roland Vargas, I'm Ryan Kaufman saying goodnight from Widener Field. Can anyone stop Phoenix? We'll find out in the future.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League Championship cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the expressed written consent of the United Soccer League Championship.